Right then, today's job is this drum motor run for about 2 weeks and then packed in. I've no idea what's actually up with it, probably something to do with windings or whatever, but it does run but incredibly slow and it's got like no power at all. So when the water backs up behind the drum, it just can't really turn at all. But it does try to move. I've been sort of trying to mess about with it, but it's all sort of seized up as well, so a new motor it is. So let's have a look on how you fit this motor to this drum on the ProfiDrum. So I think it's just a case of undoing these bolts, undoing the bolts on the actual drum, which I already have done because I've bypassed it as well. So I took off this bypass panel here so you can bypass it and you can actually turn it manually. So they're undone. I just need to undo these and hopefully it should just pull off. I'm going to let the water out of it first though. So let's get on with getting the water out. Right, so I've got the motor off. So if you're doing this, a couple of pointers. I originally left them bolts in sticking out here because obviously there's just a nut on this end just here. So I took the nut off. It wouldn't move, I couldn't get it to free off. So I backed them out and it just gave it a little bit more, just made it easier. I just backed them out like that and then I could just break this seal here. So once that broke off, then the shaft pulled out. You're better off as well, as you can see now, the drum's like fell down. God, that's really heavy, that is, you know, actually. So you're better off as well supporting the drum, because the drum's weight is resting on that. So if you support the drum, it'll just come out quite nicely, to be honest. So yeah, it's just come out lovely. And I've got to get this shaft out here and put that in the new one, and then put it all back together and we should be good. So there's the old motor. I've got the drive shaft out of it. It wasn't too bad actually, but I've cleaned it up, greased it. Yeah, you've got to get your feet on it and get a good pull, but it might have been a little rusty and seized in there a little bit. But yeah, so I've put a bit of grease on it now, and then when I put it in the new one, like so, hopefully it doesn't it's not a one-handed job, but yeah, put that in there. Hopefully a little bit of grease just protects it. I've took the gasket off of there. I'm going to clean this up and we should be good. Yeah, just got that shaft on there. That is a seriously tight fit actually. It's very snug. Got to get it well aligned and get a bit of persuasion in there. But yeah, it's all going together quite nicely. I'm really pleased. You never know, it might work. So that was fairly easy actually. I just put the rubber back on there and put the bolts through, popped it back on. Easy enough. Supported this, pushed it through. The sort of thing I'm worried about, as you can see just there, is there's a bit of grease there. That grease sort of got pushed out of that hole a bit, but yeah, I'm hoping that it hadn't pushed all the grease out, but it should have. It should be in there. And okay, I think we should be okay with that. Obviously you've got to push the shaft through, so it's going to push some grease out, but never mind. Just need to realign the drum back to where it should be, and in fact we'll tighten that on, then realign the drum, and then we should be ready for it. It's a bit of a predicament. I've took that back off, loosened this, so I need to take that off. The roller that it runs on, so you can see, maybe see one down there, we'll see them in a minute. The roller that it runs on down there is fine, but the one at this side fell off. So I need to get the drum out, put the roller back on, put the drum back in here. Yeah. 10-minute job, takes 10 hours as usual. There we go, that wheel runs underneath in that corner there and grabs hold of that like that. So you can see one sat just there, look. And this one at the other side fell off, so I just need to pop it back on, sit the drum on it right, and then we're good to go. I don't know if it were or weren't on or not, I'm not sure, but it isn't now. Right, that was a bit of a pain in the arse. The motor went on okay. It's just them wheels down there, so every time I try to align it back up, they just fell off. And then you get it back on, you get the rubber round it all, and then lift it to get the motor on, they fall off. So it was a bit of a back and forth. Probably easy with two guys doing it, and you can lift you get one person to lift the drum in, hold it in position when you slide the. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, it's together now. Let's see if it spins. Ah, look at that, cracking. And obviously it'll stop in a second. Yeah, it's spinning lovely. So nice little motor, not too bad. There we go. Right, let's get water back to it. That's the water going in, but the drum's that blocked. It's not really flowing through the reverse, so it's probably a clean section somewhere. So let's get the drum's pressure motor on, which is that one. Swapped them around actually. Let me swap them back. Right, it's all back together and running nicely. Yeah, cracking, really pleased with that. Done a good job, no signs of leaks. Yeah, it's really nice that. So it's pumping. So we've got this pump here on like minimum that's going through this K1 chamber. Let's have a look in here. Okay. All running nice. And that the water coming out of that K1 chamber is what's coming over that and going through the Eric. And then that there is another pump that bypasses the K1 chamber and the Eric filter, but will go to the shower filter in the next video. So there we go, we've got the drum running again. If you like this video, then please like it. If you want to see more videos like this and fish related videos, then please feel free to subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.